who has been going to Washington to talk to politicians on behalf of the players. See, a lot of people don't understand playing the political game is very, very deep. So speaking of the political game, here's the political game that y'all didn't even know about. That was happening right before your fucking eyes. Political game. Everybody talking about NIL. We need to regulate NIL. All the coaches, Sarkeesian, we need to regulate this shit. Kirby Smart, we need to regulate this shit. This NIL shit is out of control. Fuck that. We need to regulate this shit. Nick Saban on TV. We need to get this NIL shit. It's bad for business. All the college basketball coaches, it's bad for business. Mind you, they've been paying people off all their lives. I'm telling you, it's fucked up. And so Congress needs to come to a law. Why does Congress need to come? Why does Congress need to make a law on how to deal with NIL? Because the college institutions, the coaches, the NCAA can't do it. They cannot do nothing because they will get sued. So they need Congress to make a fucking law governing and regulating NIL to fall up under some. Who's been going to Washington talking about NIL? Nick Saban. The conference chairs of each one of the conferences, SEC, ACC, Conference USA, all these people, they've been going up there lobbying on regulation for NIL. The NCAA, the head of the NCAA, they brought coaches up there from Nick Saban to Kirby Smart to all these different coaches up to Washington to talk about regulations that need to be put in place of NIL. But here's the question that I give you all the people. Who has been going to Washington to talk to politicians on behalf of the players? Who has been going to Washington? Who has your congressmen and women and your senators asked to come to Washington to talk to them on behalf of the players? Mind you, the coaches don't like paying the players. You think they want to pay them, get their money to them little black boys when they had the opportunity of using them as slave labor and running them up and down the field and not giving them a damn dime until some brothers went out there and sued them for name, image, and likeness? That's how we got here. Ain't no goddamn school presidents decided that they wanted to pay these little black boys on the football and the basketball court. So now they want Congress and they want senators, the Senate, to come up with a bill in which they construct without input from the players, because the average politician that is in Washington has no idea about NIL, nor do they have any idea about sports. It's a fucking one-sided deal with no representation of who? Who's the majority of people on this side? Black boys and black girls in basketball and football and NIL. Black boys and black girls. So they're tired of playing them. So that's where you at. That is where you're at. No representation. Go to Congress is going to take away. So some of the, I'm going to have to realign myself. Say, Luke, you need to go to Congress. So when I start thinking about this, it more and more tells me, Luke, you may need to run for Congress, because if you don't run, you can go up there and be a voice, but they're going to dismiss the voice. You need to be in the room, on the committee,